I'm in the shade and you're in the sunlight, but it's probably for the best.
I'd rather be in the shade.
I'm kind of liking it. You look like the angel, like
I look
Angel
pale.
Gabriel.
No, just come in with me. Come to the right with me a little bit more.
We've changed positions 100 times.
We can't get this lighting right, guys.
Yeah, that's a bit better. I don't know if we're a bit far away. I think maybe bring it forward a little bit.
Do you think?
Yeah.
That's better.
Better.
Is that better? I still look very white.
Am I moving
And you
Poe
look
in the
very
background?
dark. No, leave Poe there. Happy with Poe there?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. I think this is only like my third or fourth sit down video in my whole YouTube journey. You guys all know Molly. I'm sure most of you found me through Molly. If you didn't, great. That's really, really great.
Good.
Some people do actually occasionally come up to me and be like, oh, I just follow you and not your sister.
Or they come up and they'll say, like, remember that time we were in Trafford Centre and someone came up and I'm sure I took the picture of you guys together.
Yeah, it made you really happy, didn't it?
Yeah, I was
because
buzzing.
my channel was, I do a lot of like camping stuff and hiking stuff, and that attracts like a different, completely different
audience
group of people to you. As you'll see by the title of the video, we are doing a sit down, chatty, girly talk mukbang. We have some.
Well, it wasn't going to be a mukbang.
It wasn't going to be a mukbang, but
Here we are
mukbanging. Mukbangs are way more interesting. Like I prefer a mukbang than just a chatty girly talk.
It just adds something else,
yeah,
doesn't
and
it?
I like, so what are they eating today? We haven't got much because we're not starving.
No, we literally, we're not, it's not really a mukbang, we're just going to eat whilst we talk.
Yeah, and also, even more fun, want to peel?
I do want to peel with it. I've not actually done a Monopoly since it started. I mean,
No,
it
I've
did only
not.
just start.
I didn't even realise it started until you brought these back.
Okay.
Mine's so...
My
well,
nail
now-
snapped off today. Like, that never happens to me, so it's just typical that
I
we
can't get
film a
mine off
video.
because it's like melted to the thing.
Oh gosh, I'm taking both sides off
I have
mine.
as well.
I've got mine.
I haven't.
I've
got mine, yeah. I've not won.
Neither have I.
Right, I won an experience day.
I won a £2,000 holiday.
I don't think you have.
No, I have.
No,
I've
there's
won a
like,
£2,000
that's like
holiday.
a 1 in 50,000 chance.
And I've got it.
UK holiday?
£2,000 holiday.
No.
And a gaming laptop.
No, I think you have to collect all the stations. No, God
oh,
knows we're
well,
not.
either I
We're
wanted
not. We're not.
We're not Madonna's. We're not Madonna. Okay.
We aren't McDonald's Monopoly experts, so we don't know what that means. Anyway, we are going to sit down. I put a question box out literally a couple of hours ago. I've not even looked at the questions you guys have asked or the topics that you want us to discuss. So I'm going to have a look. We're going to scroll through them.
I was just going to add, I didn't even know what this video is going to entail. Like,
No,
you
no,
literally
I
just
don't.
asked me to film a video with you, and I have literally no idea.
Yeah.
I've not even seen the Q&A box you put on your story, so I don't even know what
It said, this was the story that I put out.
Okay, I'm not.
I just said, film me a girl talk video soon with a very special guest. Any guesses? Girl talk video topics.
Special guest. So honoured. So honoured.
Yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Get cozy, get comfy. It might be a long one. We could be chatting for hours. We can chat for hours, or we can get annoyed at each other and we can probably just call it all.
This could end in a severe argument. This could end in a severe argument.
It really could actually.
Like,
we
that's
bicker about
me and
most
you.
topics. Like, we're very different with how we think and what we think.
We're just very different in general.
We're very different.
And also, with me and you, with our relationship, it's a strange one. Like, sometimes we'll literally be like that and we'll get along so well, and other times we will genuinely
hate each other.
The most hated person on the planet.
That's very, I think that's quite,
I'm starting.
I think that's quite common with siblings. Well, let's peel. Have we got something else to peel?
Also,
Have you got 20 nuggets?
I did get 20 nuggets. You told me to get 9 and I just went straight in for the 20. Also, I
She's
just
a bad
had lunch,
influence on
so
me,
I
guys.
really need this. And I was, oh no!
I'm peeling.
Peel away. Sorry,
We should be doing this on your carpet.
Sorry.
That nearly went flying. Winner!
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
£75 off when you spend £750 with TUI. That's quite good!
Yeah, that's, you and Daddy would love that.
That's really good.
£75 off when you spend £750 of TUI.
Whoever wants it can have it. No. The code. Whoever's going on holiday with TUI soon, get it booked and use that code.
From us to you.
What did you get in here anyway? I don't like mozzarella dippers, they're all yours.
Oh, brilliant.
Plain cheeseburger. Lovely. Okay, I'm going to look through the question box now. Here's all the questions I've been asked. Not looked at any of them. There is a lot, an awful lot.
Oh.
Let's start at the top. Birth control. Gosh, going in really quite deep.
Well, what's the question about birth control?
Someone's just said birth control. A lot of people have just said advice on birth control. What birth control do you use? Well,
I'll start
because
yeah.
mine's quite simple. I have been on the contraceptive pill since the age of 16. The same one, through and through. It's called Rigividon. I don't know. Whenever I go to the doctors and they ask me what one I'm on, I think it's just Rigividon.
Rigividon.
Dido. It's Dido. A lot of people, when I mention this to them, they're like, oh, gosh, you're really on that one. It's worked for me, and I think the thing with contraception is whatever works for you, you have to stick with. That pill has not caused me any issues, touch wood. I take it for 3 weeks and I have my 1 week off. And I have done. I've never once come off it.
What age did you start it?
16, maybe 15, 16.
And
when
you
I
are
had my first
now
boyfriend. 27. So
that's over 10 years.
Yeah, 11 years, and that is quite scary.
Where do you
I put it on my story before, and a lot of people say they've been on the same pill for that length of time. And I think obviously if you're not wanting to have children, being on the pill or having some form of contraception is important. And we're not ready to have children, so I wouldn't come off what's working for me. And yourself?
Well,
I'm having a nugget, so just let me finish this mouthful.
So I have spoken quite a bit about contraception on my YouTube channel. I've not had a smooth journey with the pill, and I've tried a few, and it's just never ever worked for me.
You've never had a good experience?
No, I tried to go on it again recently, and it was literally so bad. But all my friends are like, try this one. This one's amazing. You go on this one, but everyone's like it's so relevant to each person. Like what works for you might not work for me, and vice versa. But I vow that when I went on the pill the last time, that's the last time I'll ever try it. I will never ever go on the pill again. For me, it just doesn't work. I was just a completely different person when I'm on it, and it's been the same for every single time. And I even said this time round, take it, forget about it, don't even think that you're on it, like pretend that nothing has changed. And I still had all these crazy symptoms.
That's so common. I think my experience is less common than yours. I just think you're either really lucky with contraception and you find something that works for you straight away, or trial and error. Trial and error works.
But it also is really important.
Super important. I've heard a lot of people say the injection, that's quite maybe a new
I'm
thing. I've not heard of that
that
recently. Maybe you should look into that.
Yeah.
Okay, next topic to discuss. Another quite deep one. Body image and confidence. I feel like this is, again, something we can both talk about quite well, but probably have, again, different opinions on. Body image isn't something I've overly ever struggled with, especially when I was younger. I didn't have an issue with body image. Now, again, not so much. And there's a clip that I watch all the time on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, wherever it comes up, and I've sent it to you a few times. Do you know which one I'm going to say? It's Emma Thompson.
Oh yeah. This is your vessel. This is your body.
Your body is your house. Your body is your vessel. It's where you live.
Yeah.
Why would you spend your whole years worrying about that?
And hating it.
Molly actually told me something as well, that when I was going through a little bit of like, oh, I need to lose a bit of weight, you told me that every night before you go to bed and when you get out of the shower, you put moisturiser on.
Yeah,
and it like really helps you like appreciate your body.
Yeah, that's such a huge thing for me. Yeah. I've done that literally. I've always pretty much struggled with my body image for as long as I can remember, since like when I was at school. And one thing I've done over the last probably the last year, definitely since having Bambi, is I spend a lot of time in the evenings after my shower moisturising and like oiling my body and like looking at my body in the mirror whilst I'm doing it, and like really like familiarising,
and, like, feeling it,
and almost like sort of just like accepting, like as I'm moisturising myself. It sounds really weird, it's like a ritual. It's like I'm moisturising and like accepting that like this is the skin that I'm like I'm in, and like just to not necessarily to love it, because I'm still working on that, like I'm still on a journey myself. I definitely would give that piece of advice to anyone, like having that time in the evening to like moisturise and do some self-care and like accept your skin.
Yeah, I did that. I've done that a few times.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that you were doing that, but it made
me
me
appreciate it.
Yeah, and
like this is your skin, and you've got to try and love it.
Yeah, and like rubbing like all my stretch mark stuff, I'm just like, you know, it doesn't make me love them, but it makes me like realise they're there, and like that's okay that they're there.
Also, guys, let me know if you notice a difference in my video, because we turned off the smooth skin setting after nearly a year and a half now. You thought it was off? I thought it was off. I thought you did it for me that time when you mentioned it. You were like, oh, I'm going to do it now. And then we never did. So, also, I need to stop mukbanging, because you're not mukbanging. I'm not mukbanging because I can't eat and think. Okay, next topic that was a very common one that people wanted us to discuss is periods and how we cope with periods. Like, for me, I got asked, how do you cope with exercising and periods? And how do you cope like functioning day to day when you've got your period? For me, again, a touch wood, I'm very lucky with my periods. We have such different sides of the spectrum. Yeah, we are completely different. I take my pill for 3 weeks, stop taking my pill, I have a week's break, and in that week's break I'm on my period for like 3 days, really light.
Wow.
What a dream. I get a slight period pain at the start, and that's literally a dream. So I can function as normal, thankfully, like I'm very, very grateful for that. I went camping and mentioned that it was my time of the month and mentioned that I was on my period, and you guys were like, how on earth are you going camping? Like, can't believe Danny's making you go camping and hiking on your period. I'm like, I don't get bad periods, like I can function as normal.
Yeah, a lot of my viewers will know from my channel that I had endometriosis, and then I had an operation called a laparoscopy to help cure my endometriosis. Endometriosis isn't really curable, but it really massively helped my period. So before I had the operation, I had like genuinely the world's worst periods. Like I can't even describe how bad they were. I was left feeling like I'd been in a car crash every single time I had a period, and it was just so bad. I had to cancel all my work, had to like clear my schedule and just focus on making it through that period, which is so bad. Anyway, it's all changed for me now, and also having a baby is, I get asked this question all the time myself as well. Having a baby's massively helped with my periods. Yeah, like they're really regular. Like I know.
Really?
Yeah, like I feel like honestly having Bambi's like reset me a bit down there. Gosh. Not like completely, but definitely in regards to like other things as well. A bit TMI. You know, like in regards to like the bedroom department, it's definitely like it's reset a few things. I think like if anything, like I actually feel in better health.
God, that's
like,
really impressive.
Like internally and like womanly.
Do you think is that a common thing? Let us know if that's a common thing.
Yes, it is. I was told with my endometriosis, and this is ridiculous because it's not. People do say and it doesn't, but having a baby can help with endometriosis, not cure it, but it can help with it. And I was like, this is rubbish.
Yeah.
But it has.
Wow.
It really has.
What do you think you'd have done if you had really bad periods and you were going to the doctors and they were like, you've not got endometriosis, you've just got really bad periods?
Well,
like, how would you have carried on functioning? And like,
if you have period pains to the levels that I did, you know something's not right. And persevering with the doctor's appointments, because it took me years, and then I finally got the answer I was looking for, and I had the operation, and I'm much better now. So
yeah.
Just if you know something, you know your body.
Yeah.
If you know something's not right, get it checked. But
also, like, if you are on your period and you're not feeling up to moving or exercising, don't do anything. Honestly, like if I had bad periods, I would not be doing anything. It's just because I was quite lucky, and I carry on doing stuff.
I'm a prime example for like, if you don't want to do something, don't do it.
To be honest, guys, this next topic could be a whole video in itself for us.
We're really big on this topic.
We are huge on this topic. We could talk about this for 3 hours straight, no issues. Friendship groups. That's all that needs to be said. We were just chatting then about if we share friendship groups. We don't at all, do we? Like, none of my friends are your friends. I know of your friends.
Yeah, and everyone's like so nice to you.
Yeah,
like,
I see Molly's friends a lot more than
I think.
Well, you've never seen my friends. Maybe like once. No, like once at my engagement party stuff. Because all my friends are completely different ends of the country. Like some in North Yorkshire, some in Plymouth, some in Hertfordshire. You know?
Yeah.
We both are very similar in the fact that we are quite happy to have a small amount of friends, a small group of friends. Maybe you take the floor on this one a little bit and I'll bounce off you.
Zoe's struggling.
I don't want to say anything that I'm going to regret saying.
Yeah, Zoe doesn't like want to say the wrong things. I think Zoe and I are really, really similar in that we literally had such a small circle of friends each. And honestly, like between us, I'd say we probably literally have like 5 friends. No, okay, I don't even know.
No, I think you're right. And also, something we're both really bad at is replying. I think if you naturally all come together and you naturally all meet up and you're naturally all there all the time and you've got a group chat and it's very easy, very...
Well done. Good for you. That's great.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Sorry, I was wondering what you were going to say there.
Oh, no, but I mean, like, we don't.
Yeah.
Like, we've not got that. We've never been like that. Both of us.
No, we've always been very independent. We absolutely love our own company. Like, so much to the point where we would choose our own company over doing something.
100%. I've got a couple of friends in my life that I love and adore, and a couple of friends that I don't have to. Basically, if I have to make conversation with someone,
I like friends where I can just sit there and just like.
No, literally. If I am going to go for a day out with a friend, it has to be someone that I know I can sit in silence with in the car on the way to the day out. I can sit in silence with you at the lunch when we want to enjoy our food because we're hungry. We don't have to make conversation.
I wish it was something I wasn't. I do.
No,
I wish I could.
That. I'm the same.
Be better.
I want to be better.
I wish I could be a lot better and
I can't
make more effort. But really, really hard. Especially again with me, I've got, let's say, about 6 different friends. But these 6 different friends aren't friends and they don't really know each other, so one weekend I'm here, one weekend I'm there, one weekend I'm here, and then I only see Danny on weekends as well, so I'm like,
no, that's so understandable.
Like,
it's okay if you feel like your friends aren't the top of your priority list, and I'll put my hands up and say like I wish I wasn't that way, but
I do.
Also I prioritise work.
No, so the difference is if I could do like 1 day a month or 1 day every 2 months where all of my friends would come together, that would be great for me.
You know, people say like, oh, this holiday made it out of the group chat.
Yeah, enough on that topic because we could go on and on and on. I don't think this has been discussed before.
With me and you?
Ever.
She's just gone, whoa, at the question, and I'm just sat here like, eating my chicken nuggets, like, what now?
I don't think I've ever really seen anyone talk about this topic.
Go on.
Someone needs to talk about women and low sex drive. / painful sex because sex is super hyped.
Oh my goodness, I actually dread the things that are going to come from this video. Molly May says she hates sex. No, I don't.
Oh god, I watched a video this morning and it was about the science of how men wake up in the morning like all hyped and ready for sex. Oh, it's a really tricky one, isn't it? You love Tommy, you fancy Tommy.
This is
you
my
think
thing.
Tommy is sexy. You do.
Sorry.
You
Genuinely,
do.
I'm obsessed with my. I'm calling my boyfriend because
I forget.
No, you call Danny your fiance. I find it so icky when I call Tommy my fiance. Like that's not. I call him my boyfriend. I look at Tommy. Like say literally no clothes on and I'm like, wow, like you're so hot. Like I'm so attracted to you. I'm sure you're the same with Danny. But me doing that does not make me suddenly think like, oh, jump on top of me. I want to have sex. Do you know what I mean? I'm just like, I just don't. I don't have a high sex drive.
I used to really worry that I had
a problem.
but I actually don't anymore.
What?
I don't have a problem.
Oh, your sex drive's fine?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I know that. Also, we already talk about this stuff. We have a very open relationship before anyone thinks it's like a taboo subject for us.
Also, like, Dad, if you're listening, maybe just skip this
no,
one a little
Dad's
bit.
listened to way worse stuff with me before in my videos. I know you guys have a good sex life. Like, your sex life is great. Like, we've spoken about it many times. Like, you don't have an issue there. Like, you both are probably on, like, the same level of, like, you know, and you have
there are things that I feel like I could say that would help if you do have a low sex drive. I don't know if that's just like TMI.
I think if you put the word lube in this video, I'll never talk to you ever again. Basically, guys, we're just not those girls that are going to sit here and be like, you do this and do that. We just can't. We're not. I can't bear it. We talk about it together, but to put it online,
I think low sex drive in females is, again, a lot more common than you think. If you do have a low sex drive, speak to your friends because they most likely feel the same. And it's nothing to do with, oh no, I don't fancy my partner anymore. Like, it's obviously absolutely nothing to do with that.
But do you know what as well? Sometimes I think speaking to your friends, on my third pot of sauce by the way, sometimes speaking to your friends doesn't necessarily help, because I've had conversations with my friends before where I'm like, does anyone else feel the same way? But don't get me wrong, sometimes it's not like that how I'm saying. Sometimes I am more up for it or whatever, but sometimes when people say to me, oh no, like I love sex, like I have sex all the time,
God,
then that makes me really worried.
No,
and I'm like,
in all seriousness, I have never spoken to a single girl, bearing in mind I've probably spoken to like 5 to 10 people on this topic that say they love sex, they want to have sex. All 10 people that I've spoken to are like, oh, like, you know, my sex drive's really low, I can only bother to have sex.
Oh, you're saying they don't like having sex?
Yeah.
Oh, right, sorry, I thought you meant they said
That's why I said speak to your friends, because actually you'll be really surprised. Maybe it's as you get older, I don't know.
So one thing I will add, when I was pregnant, my sex drive was like through the roof.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like literally through the roof.
Yeah, but Tommy's wasn't.
Tommy's wasn't. Tommy, when I was pregnant, like he found it a bit strange, and that's fine. Like, some men do. Like some men are kind of really.
I probably would.
Yeah, some men are really into, like, your partner might be really into it, or some partners would be like, do you know what? I just find it, like, Tommy found it quite uncomfortable, the thought of like Bambi was in there and I was here,
no, that's weird.
And you know, it was just a bit weird.
Maybe if you're struggling with low sex drive, I think obviously speak to your partner about it and let them know that it's like not an issue and it's nothing that you feel towards them.
When I was pregnant and I wanted to have sex all the time and Tommy didn't, I used to be like, well, do you not find me attractive? And that's also
like,
what I say to
imagine
Tommy all the
time.
time.
I wanted to have sex and Danny didn't, I'd be like, why?
Yeah, no, literally. And also I always say to Tommy, like, if I'm not feeling it or whatever, it's like nothing to do with you, it's a me problem. It's literally a me problem.
Yeah. Guys, someone thought that my special guest was going to be Tasha from Love Island. I just don't know. This is the most random.
It's
so random.
Some
of these special guesses are really bizarre.
Tasha from Love Island? What?
Yeah.
Like, how did they come to that conclusion?
No, don't follow
There's no correlation there whatsoever. That is honestly hilarious.
Very bizarre. Gosh, fair enough though.
Please, can you start eating some more food, Zoe? I'm looking
I
at
can't think and eat at the same time.
Right, well, think and eat now. I'm sick of it.
As sisters, has vlogging fame ever caused tension between you? How do you manage it? No. I've had this quite a few times where people think that you don't want me to do well.
I know. Oh my god.
Really weird. Molly brought me my vlogging camera. She brought me my laptop to edit my vlogs on. You do so much for me in terms of my career. I have this career because of you. And you're supportive of it. That's fine. So that's the only nice bit you're getting from me.
No, I'm literally so supportive. I'd say the only thing I ever, and it never struggled with it, but it was like a massive transition for me to watch you go from, like, Zoe to me is always, no, not that, like, you've always been an army girl. Like you're to me, and I even now still see Zoe as the army girl, like the sporty army girl that loves competing in like competitive sports, and she's in the army.
Makeup and beauty.
You don't like hair, beauty, makeup. That's not you. That's always been me. And then suddenly, like, there was this like complete
transition.
Yeah, just a small transition. And now she like literally does what I do. But I just say if it makes you happy, that's all I care about. And I've definitely seen your confidence grow like so much since you've done it. Like you've literally gone from being like kind of a shell of yourself, and now I feel like the fact that you can sit here do a video is just so amazing, and I'm definitely very, very supportive.
Thank you. People always ask me as well if
you completely left me hanging.
People always ask me like, oh, does it annoy you like just being Molly's sister? Does it annoy you when people come up and ask Molly for pictures when you're just standing there? Not at all, because it makes me proud because people love you and you're my sister. So if someone in your family is getting all that love and support, that should elate you and make you feel really happy. And
yeah, same for me with you. Like you just want your family to do well and you want your family to be happy.
Yeah, and I think if there's anything other than that, then issues.
Also, really can I just say, there's this brand, right, that I work with, and I'm not going to say too much. Basically, I just found out some information about like a brand that Zoe also works with, and I found out that like she's basically the second best seller. So there's like, I don't even know how to explain it. Basically, I'm here.
The top seller.
I don't want to say that, but like, I'm
the top seller,
and then Zoe's the second top seller. So how good is that? Like out of like a literal roster of influencers.
Huge.
Like, I found out this information, and it was like that Zoe's basically doing really, really well with her job. Like she's selling really well, and I was so excited to like come back and tell you that, because I knew it would give you a big confidence boost and show you that like you are doing really well.
I couldn't believe it. I thought you were lying to me.
No, literally. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was shocked too. I'm joking.
Well, I would be.
At least I was still at the top. I'm joking.
Someone actually asked what our opinions are now after all these years of like cosmetic surgeries and filler and any sort of beauty procedures. Apologies, my camera just overheated, so small intermission, but we're back. What were we saying? Cosmetic procedures?
Yeah.
How we feel about them now?
Yeah.
Before you went on the show, you went and got some filler done. I came with you and I also got a bit of lip filler.
When?
Before you went on the show.
Well, I had filler multiple times before I went on the show.
I think I came with you once and got lip filler. Anyway, my journey with filler, Botox, anything, horrendous. Everything I've got done, I have hated. And I've hated it at the time. I wish I could go back and not get anything. However, I do need lip filler. I'm sorry. It's not so much that you need it. I have no lip.
Yeah.
Zero lip.
And also, can we be completely transparent in the fact that like over the last year or so, like you have also like had a few more, like you've had things done here and there, and every single time you've had something done, what has been the outcome? What do we say? You should never have bothered. I have not had any cosmetic work done to my face, and I'd say probably come up to 3 years, you know.
That's so
you know?
You know.
Now you know. That's what I was going to say. So, but I think honestly, the best policy is just freaking leave it alone.
I know.
Because it honestly doesn't, it does just makes you look worse.
I had Botox in my forehead and Botox in my crow's feet.
Tell the story about what happened with your crow's feet Botox, because I think that was
a couple
really
of times now.
interesting.
So I've had Botox in my crow's feet a couple of times with different people, and every time I've had it, the Botox, because my natural smile, I have crow's feet. When those crow's feet go and I smile, it looks like I'm not smiling because my eyes don't move. So it looks like I'm like like that.
Literally.
Yeah.
Basically, like it's almost like the Botox is like forced to drop down because your smile lines are so strong and like they want to be there, so it pushes the Botox down and then it affects her smile.
Yeah, it's awful. I've literally been in tears about it before. Like, and I don't like my crow's feet, but like I can't keep getting that unless there's something that you are super unconfident about and you would like, you know, to maybe go and get someone to have a look at it for you. I'd advise against it.
Well, I'm not. No, in my personal opinion, I'm not against.
No, I'm not against it, but
I just think in our experiences, whenever we've done it, as you guys know with me especially, like it's been an absolute big fat fail. Like from start to finish, a fail. Like I had such a bad experience with it, and have been on such a journey with it, and I just think I wish I'd never touched the stuff.
Yeah.
Like, okay, lip filler, you know, whatever. I don't have any in now, but like, would I be opposed to getting some? Probably not, because I've got no lips, but like, I don't know.
This is the thing, I think you need to have a bad experience to then think, oh God, I don't want to do that. Because I look at my face now and I'm like, right, I'd like some chin filler, I'd like a nose job, I'd like all these things and stuff. But I know that the experience I've had before, I've not liked, so I'm thinking, oh God, I can't be able
It's too much of a risk, it's your face. But no, I'm not, just to make it clear, I'm not against anybody wanting to do something that's going to make them feel more confident, and I'm always really big on that. If you want to go get that boob job, if you want to go get that nose job...
When people get filler and they look unreal, I'm like, God,
good for you.
Yeah, like, why can't I look like that when I get filler?
Why can't that cheekbone look like that?
So yeah, well, I think that's us.
We don't like. It doesn't work for us.
No, it doesn't work for us.
It doesn't work for us. We are natural queens. We're natural girls.
I kind of wish I wasn't though. Like, there's
So
definitely
natural.
things I'd love to change, but you just have to learn to love them, because I know that anything I did get done or anything I did
Oh my
change
gosh,
just
please,
wouldn't
one more thing, and then we're actually going to go off this book. But basically, please tell them about when you slept funny on the thing, or you got really unwell and all your filler swolled.
Oh, swolls.
Yeah, swolls.
Your filler swolled.
Please tell that story. It's a really good one.
I got cheek filler. I've not mentioned that before.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. God,
It's okay,
because
'cause
it
I
was
had
like
it, like-
6 months ago now. I did get a bit of filler here because I went and I got a consult and they said this would be really good for you
Yeah.
if you got some cheek filler here. So you're like, okay, God, I need to listen to that. I'm going to get some cheek filler here. So I did. I had the flu quite badly, maybe like 3 days after. Well, I could not leave the house for a week.
was really
I wish
bad.
I might get some pictures up.
Yeah, you should.
I was like a chipmunk. My face was out here. I think I'd had a reaction to the filler, and I think if I ever get the flu again quite badly, it probably will come back, because
It was really bad.
Probably still in me a little bit.
I didn't even know what to say to you. Like, I was trying to comfort you and say it didn't look bad, but like...
This is what I mean, like everything I
This
try
is
to
the
do, it just
thing.
goes wrong.
And it's like you literally spend
And then-
money to look good,
No,
and it
it's
just
don't you think
goes
it's
wrong.
terrifying? You're putting these things in your face.
Yeah.
Your face is the first thing people see. Oh God, yeah, it's
Yeah.
really put me
I
off.
just- that
Our
really made me-
experiences has put us off doing anything.
Yeah.
Ever. We are going to end this video here and just in time, because
Oh my
I
gosh.
am glowing.
You are
I am glowing in
glowing.
the sun. Yeah. Goodbye, powder puff.
Guys, I've literally... If you're judging me for that, I've not stopped eating food.
Do you want to see what I've eaten?
I'm sorry.
Guys,
No,
do you want to see what I've eaten?
No, it's called a mukbang for a reason. I've mukbanged.
I don't know how people mukbang, because I can't think
Oh, yeah,
and eat
also,
and chat.
yeah, you can't eat with your mouth open, like, in front of the
This
camera.
is what I mean, like I've been talking a lot.
Yeah, so when you've been talking, though, I've been eating. So what you should have done when I was talking, you should have been
I should
eating.
have,
yeah, but here we are.
See, now I can't talk because
I know, it's gross. And I'd be judging you if I was
I'm
watching
not
this video.
mukbanging again.
Okay, cancel the mukbanging.
No more mukbangs.
Don't put that in the title, it'll just be a bit of a surprise for people. Well, guys, it's been a pleasure doing business with you, and I can't wait to go on my £2,000 holiday.
Let me know which one of you guys ends up spending the £75 off your £750 2-week holiday, because really buzzing about that. It's going to be my most highly viewed video, to be honest. What can I say?
Thank you for having me on your channel. It's been an absolute honour and a pleasure.
You're a bit gutted, aren't you? Because you wanted to do this on your channel.
Well, I don't honestly, like, I'm not the priority
I got
anymore.
there first.
Yeah, like, comment down below if you do want to see a video of me and Zoe on my channel.
Loads of people messaged me saying, do a video where you take Molly to the gym.
Oh, pee off! I don't want to go to the gym. Good,
I want to take her to the gym.
Oh my god, we should have spoken about that. Oh, do you know what? It gets me riled up anyway. That's we don't talk
That's
about it.
definitely what we didn't argue, because we didn't talk about the gym and exercise.
Oh god.
Anyway. If you stop it, if you got to the end of this video, thank you ever so much. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you very, very soon in my next one. Bye, guys.
Bye.